Sam from Road Trail Run here. I want to give you my first run impressions and all the details on the Hoka One Elevon 2. It's a $160 shoe. It's coming in February 2020. It weighs a mere 10.1 ounces or 288 grams for a size 9. It has a big stack of 32 millimeters at the heel, 27 millimeters at the forefoot. So the ride here is really snappy for such a big shoe, and contributing to that are these deep flex grooves. Yeah, they do pick up some rocks, but this thing just moves very smoothly, much more smoothly for me than any prior heavier duty Hoka, even smoother, I think, than the Clifton. So it's really a newer design than, say, a shoe like the Clifton or the very stiff Bondi. So we have a ProFly midsole under here, which gives it some nice snap, and then EVA below. The upper is just a soft, easy mesh. There are no overlays whatsoever. You might say, well, how is the foot held in such a big upper on such a big stack? Well, it's held very well. The foot sits way down in the active foot frame here, and I'm going to show you over here, we also have a system of straps that come up. There are two of them that come up and wrap over and through the laces in the tongue. The tongue itself is decently padded. You can see there's some kind of foam on the top, and this system of straps really works well. Folks who remember the Clayton and the Mac, and even to a certain extent the Clifton, might say, oh, I'm a bit worried that there's an arch bite here. I haven't sensed any, but I'm going to keep a close eye on the straps. I think people with wider feet should do fine with the straps, but it might be something to look at a little more closely. In terms of our outsole, we have what really looks like a crystal type rubber. They're a bit noisy on the road, but this should be plenty of durable rubber for lots of miles. This is really a shoe designed for heavy miles and even moving right along. I did a kind of a progression run today, and I was just delighted with the performance here. Now, there are some other shoes to consider in the Hoka lineup coming up. We already have on the channel the Arahi 4, which is Hoka's light stability shoe. It features this J frame, which is a little bit firmer EVA. You'll also notice much more exposed EVA, although this is rubber in here. And then if we turn it around, you'll see the firmer EVA on this side. Now, what was very interesting during my run today and thinking about this is the differences in support. Both are really inherently stable, whereas I think our Elevon 2 here, even though it has kind of a somewhat softer upper, because of the straps and the deep sitting of the foot into the foot frame, is more stable in the upper than the very roomy, probably most suitable for wider foot Arahi 4. Whereas the Arahi 4, with almost too roomy for me, is a little bit more stable underfoot. And we can see here, if we compare the widths of the two, you can see that it's a little hard to see, but it's a little wider under midfoot than our Elevon. So during my run today, it was about a 6-mile progression run. It was just very snappy. This is not a mushy shoe by any stretch of the imagination. It likes to move fast. Of course, there's tons and tons of cushioning, and it's actually snappily responsive. So it's coming, as I said, in February 2020. It's $160, so it's the Hoka One Elevon 2, a super new option in maximally cushioned shoes that are really fun to run. Thank you very much for watching Road Trail Run. You'll find the Arahi 4 review linked right after here, and we'll have a full written review of both coming real soon.